Oh my God. Well, thank God at least somebody caught the stuff we thought they heard.
That's fantastic.
Ooh, that would have been bad. Oh man.
It's really a learning curve, but that's okay. It can
Yes.
only get better, right?
Yes, it will get better. It has no choice but to.
So
I was over here like, how are we supposed to know if people are watching? Like, I had all these questions, but now they're answered.
I think it's interesting what we've recently found out about the whole incorporating past life chords. If you feel that you might have a past life with someone.
Yes, let me mute this. Should a person believe in past lives? I know I do. Hey, Jess. It's so important to kind of identify that, because when you go to court with that person, you may not even get anything done. Do you hear that typing?
If you're missing. What?
Do you hear something that sounds like typing?
I hear like a staticky sound.
Okay, I hear that too.
I think it's something with your mic, your phone maybe.
That's weird. You hear it now?
Mm-hmm. It's literally only when you talk.
That's so weird.
I know.
I'm on my laptop, and this didn't happen last time. Lord, if it ain't one thing, it's another.
It's that kind of night.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going though, unless it's like really bothering us.
Is it bad for Jess?
I don't know. Jess, do you hear that crackling or that static sound, Jess?
And if you do, is it very annoying for you, or is it all right?
I wonder if it's like the distance.
I don't know. It's literally like as you're talking. It's very strange.
There goes the sage again.
I'm telling you. It's just not right. It's just not right. My Palo Santo done fell over. Our whole candle done fell over. The light done fell over.
Okay.
You are not blocking this. Whatever's trying to block this, you're not blocking this.
Where is the mic?
That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Maybe I was talking too loud.
Oh, her iPad froze. Or we froze.
This is a mess.
This is all of the technical difficulties.
Yes. So we're gonna just light some sage.
Our candle is starting to look like how they do clouds on, like, almost looks like Rider-Waite, like how they do the clouds and they're all like
wispy.
billowy. Or it looks like some old dude's beard, one or the other. I don't know, with some curls in it. It's very strange.
Oh man. So
what?
I want to fix my mic, but I can't. So
just need to get you a mug.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one. And maybe that's why they're making this happen, because I'm kind of cheap. I admit that about myself. I'm cheap. So if I don't have to buy it and I don't want to buy it, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to.
I don't know. I definitely like the one I got.
Oh, you did buy it?
No, the one that I had, the webcam.
Okay.
One. Which is why I'm probably not going to buy another one anytime soon, because I'm cheap.
No problem.
Not that. Okay.
I really love this little spooky deck.
Oh, is that what you're pulling from?
Yes, the Shadowlands, the little hollow eyes.
It's adorable. This one doesn't want to talk to me.
But it's confronting in its own way. Like, look at the death card.
Oh wow. It's like the plague mask.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy.
Holding a little person in his hands.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, and it looks like the little person is like in an eggshell. See, oh yeah, it's an eggshell.
I like that. I feel like there's a ton of symbolism in that deck.
There is, and it's surprising because you wouldn't expect it.
I
love this one. I think this is like probably my all-time favorite Nine of Swords.
You know how I feel about spiders, but I really do like their little spider.
They're so cute.
It's adorable. Knowing I hate spiders. Okay, this candle wax is very cool.
What does it look like?
Let's see. You can't see shit.
First off, that flame is ablazing.
Yes, it is. Let's see if it will let me. Back camera. So can you see how it has all those little like circular swirls in it?
Yes.
Oh, they're starting to melt. They're starting to melt. Like these are still like that, but those were all the way around it. And now like this other little side is starting to melt.
Yes, very cool.
But it was just a bunch of those little tiny circles all the way around it.
I think Jess doesn't like the spiders. She said eek.
Okay.
I also really love this. They call it the secret, but this is basically the pool. And he's headless.
What is happening?
Is
that his head on the floor?
Yeah, that's his head.
Okay.
And he's just holding the black cat, and he's gonna go over the cliff. And I love it because it reminds me of how, like, when you're getting ready to start something, like you can't go with your head. Like you just have to throw everything to the side and just jump. And I feel like the cat is kind of symbolic because it's like he's holding his spears. That's his shadow that he's holding. So he's not going with his, like his head is nowhere to be found. He's holding all of his spears and he's still going to go over that cliff.
I like that. Oh my goodness. Our candle went out.
That was quick.
I mean, it did burn all the way down, but it is gone.
I feel like I need to pull cards for something, but I don't know what. Oh, she thought the death card was creepy.
Oh.
You know, I think it's creepy in a good way. I'm learning to become more open to being confronted in my tarot cards, because like when they trigger something in you, that's like a sign that there's something underneath. And when you dive deeper, you can kind of get to the root of why that's triggering for you.
I think that was a good choice for shadow work.
Yes, it's a dope choice for shadow work. And I feel like it's also kind of, as far as shadow work goes, I think that it makes the shadow accessible. A lot of this, I feel like the imagery, even though it can be cartoonish, makes the archetypes confrontable. You know, you're able to kind of embrace them because they look familiar, like a cartoon you've seen since you were a child.
Just so don't go with the head and leave everything to the side.
Yep. Head first.
Jess, are you doing any rituals for the full moon? Do you do anything like that?
I wonder how much of a delay it is between us and YouTube.
I wish I had my laptop so I could. Since I'm on my phone, because I have a rude teenager.
Oh, not looking forward to those days.
Mm-mm. I'm just glad I spaced all mine out far enough that I don't have to deal with more than one at a time.
You know what? That is smart, because Sasha and Creed are going to be like back to back almost.
But at least once you're done with one, you're pretty much done with the other one too. Unlike you, where I'm just going to have them keep coming and coming and coming until they're all done. It's like you get done with one and no, you don't get to start breathing easy yet because now the next one is a teenager.
Yeah.
That's okay. I did it to myself. It's okay.
Yes, our little demons.
Oh, okay.
Jess says that she's getting Caroline. Yes, it's definitely Caroline vibes. And she said it's like a 5-minute delay.
Oh, wow.
That is a lot.
Yeah, it does. It does give me Caroline vibes too. I could see that.
I'm gonna light another incense.
Wish I had some to light.
Jess, what you working over there, girl?
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Why does nothing want to talk to me?
Do you know what you're wanting to talk about?
I just wanted a card for tonight's energy. Trying to figure out why everything's so weird.
It is very weird.
Zach does not want to talk to
Ooh,
me.
I put some water bottles outside to charge.
Oh, I gotta put all my stones out after we're done with this.
So I can have some full moon water in the morning. It might just be all up in my head, but I swear that after it sat in the full moon all night, it tastes better.
It's probably not in your head. Something's in my head. Something ain't right. I don't know.
Is that candle behind you green, or is it just the jar?
It's green. It's an apple candle.
Ooh.
It's my favorite. It
Okay,
smells
so
so good.
is that typing is the delay, but the video is on TV.
Oh, okay. That's
Aww.
good to know.
It is good to know, but it also makes me sad.
Yeah.
We'll have to look into ways to fix that for when we do go live. Set my intentions and manifestations for the full moon, and then did a huge part for humanity. Yeah, I was just telling Nick that I did a candle for social justice. Chris actually picked up this candle for me. It's a Saint Clara candle. She's supposed to be the protector of children. So I was like, technically we're all children. So just protect everybody.
Something has to happen.
Yay, she danced for a bit. Oh, that's so awesome. I think tomorrow.
For the candle.
You said what?
She's keeping it candlelit for 24 hours.
Yes. Are you gonna put it in a bowl of water, Jess? So when you go to sleep, you know it's safe. Or you're gonna leave it in the sink? I tend to snuff my candles when I go to sleep, just because I'm a worrier.
Wait, you put them out?
Yes, I snuff them. The thing is, you can't blow them out because that'll blow the intentions away.
But even your 7-day candles, you put those out?
Yeah. So I mean, if it was like a chime or something like that, I wouldn't put it out because it wouldn't be going on that long. But I have my little snuffer, and this just pauses the magic where it is. Nothing gets blown away. And then when I wake back up in the morning, I light the candle again.
I don't know. Is that Virgo energy? I'm not sure where that's coming from that you do that.
I don't know. Maybe because I've had some bad experiences with fire that I just don't play with it.
Well, also all that fire in my chart. I'm all for leaving candles all night, all day. Let it burn.
Also know I have 0 fire. I have a flash of fire in my chart. So for me, my little splash, but don't take me but so far.
It's like everything that we don't have the same in our chart is me having fire.
Basically.
Except for that Leo.
Mm-hmm. That Leo Venus.
Is that your only fire?
You said what?
That's your only fire, isn't it?
I think I have Leo and Jupiter or Saturn, something like that. Let me look. Yeah, so my Jupiter is in Leo too.
Okay.
And that is my only fire.
I don't even know where my Jupiter is off the top of my head. Forgot what I was gonna say. Jess, do you have a favorite deck? This wind is serious.
Is the static better now? No.
It's still doing it.
I don't know what's up with that static. It wasn't there yesterday.
Jess, do you have fire in your chart? A lot of it? I'm just curious. Because I absolutely love fire.
Oh, we said we were gonna go through are we gonna do that tonight? If so, I gotta put it in order. Are we gonna go through the bad bitch?
Do you want to do that tonight or do you want to do that a different night?
I don't know. What do you feel like doing?
I don't know. I feel so off.
It does feel very off. And I don't know. I feel like earlier today I was like, yeah, this live is gonna be seamless. And then it was just like bloop, like stop after stop after stop.
The Mother Mary Oracle deck? I don't know if I've seen that.
It is gorgeous. It's actually very gorgeous. It has a very loving, soft energy.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Why don't you want to talk to me?
Is that your regards of fate?
This is the Lemuria deck.
Jess, why do you feel like you outgrown the sun and moon? Is it just that the imagery doesn't speak to you anymore? Or you feel like you're not connected to it?
Leo rising. There you go. I'm an Aries rising. I assume that's got to have something to do with the love of fire.
It must, because I like it, but I ain't gonna leave it hanging out. It's like when I close my eyes, you got to go.
I set some stuff on fire just to watch it burn. I am a non-criminal arsonist. Gotta put that non-criminal disclaimer out there. I like to set things on fire just legally. Okay. I know there's something we're supposed to talk about. I just don't know what. And I don't feel like it's bad bitch tonight.
No, I don't think so either.
I'm not in a bad bitch mood right this second. It's a very off mood.
I think that we're supposed to talk about manifestation.
That's funny because that's almost what I titled this, was Supermoon Manifestation. And I was going to say that to you, and then I was like, we're not going to talk about manifestation. Nah.
It's like the little orb potential, and then the 9 of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your wishes fulfilled, manifesting your wishes fulfilled. Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly where to start that, but we can go there.
I
Um,
don't know.
I know that I've been working on some very personal manifestations, and I'm probably not going to disclose them because they're like that personal to me. But I feel like whenever you go to manifest, whenever I go to manifest something, although I know that I have the power to co-create with the universe, I also feel like I'm bargaining with the universe, if that makes sense.
Like compromising something?
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's compromise because what I've grown to just, or it might just be me, but what I've noticed is that anytime I wanted to manifest anything, I've had to be willing to give up something else.
Okay.
And I think it's just that may just be my life. Maybe I don't have a lot of space for things, so they're like, "We'll give you this, but you need to make the space." And sometimes the space is time. Sometimes the space um, is uh, is people. Sometimes the space is something that I'm carrying with me or a mindset. I think the imagery, I don't connect with it. Well, you know what? You should put it in a drawer. It probably just isn't for you right now, I guess.
It'll come back
They always do. And I feel like when you
when
pick
it's
it back
time.
up the second time, you appreciate them more even. It's like going back to that first love.
Yeah. Like that old friend.
Yeah, you got some history.
I didn't
You
even go
okay?
outside and look at the moon. I didn't even think about that.
I ran outside to put my water bottle, but I was barefoot and the grass was wet. And I couldn't see where I was walking. So I was like real quick.
I usually so I can't actually see the moonrise because of the mountains.
Yeah.
So I have to wait a while after the moonrise until the moon comes up over the mountain and then I can actually see it. So I usually go out every full moon so I can watch it come up. But I did not do that tonight. Our Lady of New Vision. And it's about manifestation.
Synchronicity.
Love it.
But you know what? I guess in a sense, when we really look at it, we both manifested this channel.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like we manifested each other into our lives, honestly.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. And I think that brings me back to the bargaining because I had to let go of things. They make me sacrifice before they start bringing in new things and
I
people.
didn't think about that. I don't think I've ever actually put two and two together about, I don't think I consciously know that I have to give something up when I manifest. I don't think that I am fully aware that, I think I almost write a ticket to the universe. Like, just give me whatever this is. And I almost wonder if the move I made and coming back here was my side of the bargain.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're going to give you the stuff that you're asking for, but you're going to have to go back and do all your shadow work and heal your inner child and be unhappy for a little while in order to get these things that you want.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Surrender.
Yes, we have to surrender. And it's funny because that was the word that was ringing in my head as we were talking. Just the idea that maybe you're not consciously aware of it because you're just in such a place of surrender. It's like, okay, give me this, do what you will.
I agree. I think that's right. It's almost like it doesn't even have to be an active talk. It's just I'm gonna go with the flow. Just let's
Yeah.
do what we gotta do.
I won't lie. Going with the flow is something, as much as I've gotten so good at it, I still struggle with it to a certain extent because it's just like, I want to know. I want to know. And I want to, like, do I just let the things go? Do I just let the people go? Like, or am I supposed to work at these things? I mean, I don't know. Somebody has to tell me something, or I'm going to like keep holding on to stuff.
I don't think I've ever gotten this card before.
What is it?
The Weaver.
Ooh,
Can you see it?
that's very pretty.
Yeah, I've never gotten that card. What are you about? I mean, she's literally got like spider webs coming from her hand and the sword.
She's weaving her life. She's manifesting.
All right, the Weaver is the master of their destiny. This deck is named the Threads of Fate because each one of us has thousands of threads that, when combined, weave the fabric of our life. We can braid, nurture, or sever. We were just talking about cutting cords.
Yeah.
And anytime, and in doing so, we are the Weaver. This card urges you to take inventory of all the threads active within your life at the moment. What needs to happen moving forward? Which ones need to grow stronger? Which ones need to be cut? Well, we just did some cutting.
Oh yeah. We did a whole lot of cutting.
Did a lot of cutting. Some deep chords.
Oh my God, that thing is still going on over there too.
What's going on?
That one stray flame is still blazing.
Oh, it was dark. Is it cloudy for you right now, Jess? Oh, I didn't even think about that. We probably have clouds too because of this windstorm we're getting.
Yeah, it was just raining here not too long ago.
Yeah, we got a little bit, which is unheard of. So my car is probably covered in dirt again. When we get rain, it literally rains dirt.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is my sacrifice.
It is your sacrifice, but it's so that you can move forward.
Yes.
What is your favorite form of manifestation?
What do you mean form?
Like, do you like to do candle manifestation?
Oh, I do visualization. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I think because I have such a easy time visualizing, it just comes pretty natural. But for sure, yeah. What's your favorite?
You know, I think I like to blend them together. I like candle magic a lot. So I tend to do a lot of candle work, but I also I like to chant and write petitions. Honestly, like anything, if I was to pick up my journal from last year, anything that's happened this year, I can probably find somewhere in the journal because I have a tendency to write down my wishes. Sometimes I like will write them down and then bury them in the dirt.
I like that. I also like how Jess is is in sync with everything we're talking about with her card pull.
I know. It's like they were like, hey. Should have just asked her what we were talking about tonight.
I know. It has been, I don't know, synchronicity has been kind of the theme since we decided to start this channel, though. So it's not that surprising.
It has. And I feel like this is just the peak. Just the peak.
Yeah. Such a weird energy right now. It's just strange. Where'd my tourmaline go? I literally had it in my lap.
Oh, it vanished.
Because I felt so weird. And it's gone.
I hate when they vanish.
What in the heck? I got selenite changing its position on me. I got tourmaline vanishing.
I like that second card, Jess. The ebbs and flows. My next step is actually learning how to visualize my manifestations. You know, visualization, a good way to kind of master visualization is meditation. Especially if you do guided meditation.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. For me, that just must be one of my natural things, because I thought that visualization was just something that everybody used, just like, you know, active imaginations. And it was recent that I found out that doesn't come easy to everybody.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how to help somebody through that, because it's like, it's something I didn't have to teach myself. It just happened. So I know I'm not the best person to give advice with increasing power of visualizing.
I think it's like any other muscle. You know, the more you use it, the stronger it gets.
I agree. But really, where'd the tourmaline go?
I told you it ran. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And start with something small. Start with one thing. Don't try to visualize a whole series of events or life. Just one thing.
It can even be a still shot. Like, imagine it like a picture in your head of what you hope to, of what you're going to see. I heard that it's more powerful. I know some people visualize from a first person's perspective, meaning they don't see themselves, they see from their own eyes. But I heard, and I don't remember. What's that?
I see myself. I'm like a fly on the wall.
I do too, and I heard somewhere, I don't know where, that if you are able to do that is the more powerful way to do it. If you can practice actually seeing yourself, that's supposed to bring more power to your manifestation. I
can believe that, because there is power in seeing yourself doing it, not just doing it. The other way that I love to manifest is through sex. I feel like orgasms are very powerful and perfect tools for manifestation. And I do end up using sex ritual a lot for manifestation.
Now, with a partner or without a partner?
Okay. So I mean, of course, you can do it both ways, but I like to do it solo, because let's say I'm trying to manifest something like a new step career-wise or something. I won't just imagine that moment. Like, I'll imagine like a whole series of events. So it'll be like, let's say I am manifesting a new office. Then the manifest, it wouldn't just be me seeing the office. It would be me going to the office, taking clients, going home, or, leaving the office, and then having this passionate, steaming moment, after having left my office for the day. It would be like a whole scene. And I feel like it shouldn't be rushed. Like you can't rush it. Although I will say, I read once that if like while you orgasm, you imagine seeing your bank account with like 8,800,000, 888, all these eights that you get, that you will end up manifesting money. So that is something I try to keep in mind. Yeah.
See, I always just thought you're supposed to envision the amount you want. I never thought about like actually doing specific numbers, especially 8. 8 makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because 8 is the number of not only hard work but success, and it has a lot of connection to business. I could definitely see how visualizing yourself would be an exercise to your solar plexus. That's a good observation. Tonight is weird.
It's not, it's just off.
No, something is brewing.
Yeah, I have had that feeling something's coming, but I mean I've had that feeling for, it's been a while. I don't know. Like I had that feeling something big was happening, something big was going to happen, and then coronavirus happened. Well, first before coronavirus, I don't know if you remember, they assassinated somebody in the Middle East, like a general,
like a head general or something.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to war.
Yeah,
I had friends that were deployed that were. I had friends that got deployed because of it, and then I had friends that were already in the Middle East deployed that were immediately brought home, like evacuated from the Middle East with no explanation why. Yeah. And it was like, okay, it's about to go down, and then all of a sudden we didn't hear anything else about it, and then coronavirus happened, and it was like, okay, this must have been what I was waiting for. Yeah. And then now everything with social justice is happening, and it's like, okay, was this what I was waiting for, or is it just all of it?
It's all of it. It's been one thing after another because I was actually told, I feel like I can share this now. My guides, they told me that the reason why coronavirus was allowed to hit the way that it did was because coronavirus took place of what would have been World War III.
I can see that. I don't know. I know we're not done. Like, there's... I don't know. This whole election coming up, I feel like there's going to be something significant.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And did you hear all that crap that Trump was talking about, how the mail-in ballots are gonna kill the Republican way or something like that?
No.
Yeah, he was like that the mail-in ballots, like he's not going to stand for the mail-in ballots.
Okay, we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Listen,
We can't even all go to restaurants freely. How the fuck are we gonna go vote? In
this man makes no sense.
Ever.
Ever.
What was the one he just said today or whatever, today or yesterday about George should be happy for where our country is right now? And it's like, he just died. Why would he? Because of our unemployment rates. First, our unemployment rates are terrible. Like, this is like one of the worst places we've been since the Great Depression. I can't with him. I just can't. I honestly think something's mentally. I don't know if he's like autistic or mentally retarded. Like something
is wrong with him, but I don't know if it's mental impairment. I don't know.
I don't know how you can say some of the shit he says and not be mentally impaired. Because some of it's not just racism; it's just
no, it's not.
Stupid.
It is a lot of stupid stuff. A lot of stuff that just don't make sense.
He must have a good team around him for him to have gotten to where he's gotten, because there's no way he did that on his own brain cells.
I don't know. I mean, obviously he's a good businessman, but just because you're good at business doesn't mean you're good for presidency.
It's a hot mess.
Oh, that's good. Yes. I mailed mine in too.
Oh, I don't know. Nothing wants to talk to me right now.
No, I think they're going to count. I think he's just unhappy about them, Jeff. He's just unhappy about them.
Yeah, I think he knows. I think he knows that this isn't going to go the way that he wants it to go. Before coronavirus happened, I honestly think we were set up for him to be reelected.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone was kind of comfortable. Like, no one liked him, but nobody was ready to do some shit about it. And now that the past few months have happened, there's no way he can get reelected.
Yeah.
If he does, you know it's rigged.
Dropped it too many times.
Seriously.
Something. But you know what? He is getting older. Maybe I think he's starting to get senile. He is old.
He is old.
How old is he? He has to be in his 70s.
I think it's like 78, honestly, but I don't know. Why do my cards not want to talk to me? I'm like really sad right now.
He's 73 years old.
73. He's a 1. That makes so much sense. Not as in new potential. Not as a new potential at all. Not
good generational spell word. Damn, Josh, you think so? That would be a plot twist.
You know, I do wonder, like, when they talk about, like, of course, I'm slightly into conspiracy theories. Not saying that I believe them all, but they're interesting. But I do wonder, like, how many of the families that are in power actually do practice or believe in some of the similar things that when they talk about Illuminati and dark magic. Like, I wonder how much of that is going around.
You know, I wonder too. But you know, I think that the Illuminati, I feel like there's like fake Illuminati and then like real Illuminati.
So I have So you know how they talk about Area 51 all the time?
Yeah.
So before Area 51 was talked about, before it was widely known, it was a top secret military base, and that is where they kept. That's where. Okay, I'm not gonna give away all my family stuff on YouTube, but we'll say I have someone in my family that was stationed there. But it was top secret back then.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about it. Now that people know about it, do you really think that's where shit's going down? No. They have a different top secret base somewhere else that no one knows about.
Of course.
He's 80. He's 180 mentally. But I mean, there's an island in the middle of Pacific where they used to test ballistic missiles. It's called Kwajalein. It's near Bikini Atoll where they tested one of the atomic bombs. But that was a top secret island that no one knew about, and it was declassified in the 2000s sometime. But you can't just go there. It's not a place you can just go. But you don't know about it when they're actually doing shady shit. So I almost feel like the Illuminati is the same thing. Like, whatever's in power, it's not the Illuminati anymore. It's something else. They just want you to think it's the Illuminati.
Yeah.
It's like some sleight of hand type stuff.
No, it's not. Every time I get excited and think the stomach is gone, it comes back.
Yeah, I don't know. Because it didn't happen when you used your phone last time.
I didn't use my phone last time.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did.
I used my laptop.
Yeah, because we didn't have that issue last time. I wonder why. Weird.
Everyone extremely successful with a witch, a spiritualist, and an astrologer, and a numerologist.
I agree. The astrologist is probably also a numerologist. Oh, I was gonna tell you. So, my numerology book, the guy that wrote that, his first name is also Dusty. But it's not the same dude.
So, I feel like that's synchronistic.
It's very interesting. I was like, what are the chances that two dudes named Dusty are both writing highly popular books about numerology and tarot?
You know, I think at some point that must have been a popular name.
Yeah, I'm sure. And it's probably similar to all the Bubbas running around and all the. Let's not. I would agree with that. It's usually a woman. I think the saying of behind every great man is a woman. I don't necessarily think that they're talking about a wife.
No, I don't think so.
As that quote. I think that almost is there's a woman with some strong intuition and some gifts helping that man out.
I definitely agree with that. But I don't know. Like, do you? I don't even know if I want to go down that rabbit hole. Nope, ain't touching it. Nope, not touching it.
I want to at least know what the rabbit hole is, even if we're not going to go down it.
If Donald Trump, like, is into that, like, has that type of a team around him.
I feel like I almost wonder if he knows everyone that is around him.
Look,
you know what I mean?
He don't know half the shit he says, so
No, but I almost wonder, like, I wonder if he doesn't know where some of his guidance comes from.
Ooh. That's
like he might have people close to him, but he isn't aware of where they're getting their information.
Yeah.
Because can you see him believing in anything bigger than himself? I think he thinks that the universe revolves around him.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, my cards are mad.
Over there shuffling forever. They don't want to talk to you.
They don't. I'm just going through decks.
I think that you're gonna have to hold a different one.
Everyone's like, nope, I don't want to talk to you. Go find somebody else. The only thing that came out is the fire card.
That and then the Weaver card.
Well, I got the card, the Weaver card, and then there was one more. Whatever was on that tree. I really never get most of these cards. It makes me sad because they're so beautiful.
Which ones do you typically get?
I get release a lot.
Yeah.
Release probably almost every time. I get patience quite often. You're going to think this one's interesting. I get this card a lot. Or at least I used to. I haven't been getting it lately.
Ooh.
Ask Body.
That is interesting.
But I was getting that one a lot, especially before, right before I moved here.
Mm-hmm.
And right after I moved here. Jess said he does.
Okay, so Jess says he does. And I asked, what do you want us to know? Not about anything in particular, just in general. The first card that pops out is yes.
Is that about Trump?
Look, that's the first card. You said just that he does. The card flipped out. Yes.
There's other ways to get answers.
Then the other ooh, there's 3 here. These 3 popped out, and I think that they're a beautiful message. So we have Cosmic Heart, Devotion, Potency, Make Your Life a Moving Prayer. And then we have Big Picture Thinking, Pleiades Energy, Visionary, Inspired Ideas.
I like that.
And then we have New Earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Which makes me think about all the visualization and all the candles and everything that are lit for social justice and equality and protection. That's dope.
I like it. I asked if Trump has witches around him. I said yes. Should have said yes right damn now.
It definitely would make sense.
Wait, does he know he has witches around him?
I don't know. I believe that some witches don't know that they're witches.
I don't know. I got a big ass yes. So A big ass yes.
And you know what people do behind closed doors is always different than the face that they show the public.
Very true. Let us find out Melania is a witch.
Maybe that's why she's always scowling. Her face always looks so damn mean.
She looks like she has to go to the bathroom all the time. Just go.
You know what? I feel like I feel like we need to talk about how we manifest a new, like the new world into being. Yeah, Jess, this is my Frankenstein deck. So I took my Working Light deck and my Starseed Oracle, and I took the cards that I liked from each deck, which was a lot of them because I love Danielle Noel's art. And I put them together in this big hodgepodge.
I need to do that.
And I mean, they fit. They just fit inside of this box. So no room for a guidebook or anything, but I don't really use those anyway.
How did you decide what you were putting in there?
So there's this chick called, no offense if you ever see this, I can't think of your name. Her YouTube handle is Boho Tarot. And so I had the idea, but I was too afraid to do it. And then she did it. And I was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to do it. So she basically suggests that you go through both decks and kind of make piles, like action cards, question cards, energies, deities, stuff like that. Jess says Melania is a witch held captive.
Oh no, that shouldn't even be funny because that might be true.
You know what? He always does have a tight grip on her arm. I have wondered before.
And she is from Eastern Europe. You know, they still they hold on to some traditions pretty hard.
Yeah. So she basically suggests you make piles of different things. And then you go through the piles and decide which ones you're keeping and which ones you're not.
See that?
Basically, like you make piles of cards that have similar energies and then make your decision from there. But I feel like she was a little bit more critical when she made hers. She was like very like dead set, like, no, it doesn't matter that I like both of these cards. I'm only taking one. And there were certain cards like I just couldn't part with. So mine ended up a little bit bigger. But I like it because, I mean, honestly, if I would end up pulling these decks out simultaneously anyway. Because they just kind of flow.
Yeah, I don't even think I've seen all the cards in the Starseed Oracle yet. I don't think I could get rid of anything. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, I felt similarly too. And I almost took it apart after I put it together so that I could put all the cards back. But then I felt like I maybe didn't give it a fair chance to see like its energy. So I just been trying to hold out. Just been trying to hold out and give it a chance.
I don't know. I could see. I've been using them together since I got it. Like
Yeah,
I'll let both decks tell me whatever they want to tell me.
yeah.
But I mean, there's a couple cards I don't particularly like in both decks, but I don't think it's enough to make this small enough for me to use as one.
Yeah. Excuse me 1 second. Oh my God, this thing is still going.
What happened?
It's still going.
Are you serious? See, that's how my white one was last night. It was kind of freaking me out. I'm like, there's nothing here. How are you still on fire?
This is good
Guess
though.
there was a lot to burn up.
Yeah, but it's good though. I cut a cord tonight, you guys. So see, the good thing is that it looks like all the darkness is on the outside of this burning circle.
Mm.
So I'm taking that as like a ring of protection being created.
I won't be surprised if that center circle burns out completely and you're left with nothing in the middle.
I wouldn't be surprised. I really would not be surprised by that. Are you still trying to get
I
back?
love this card. No, I'm looking through the Starseed Oracle.
Uh-huh.
Just looking at all the cards. And I think this is probably my favorite in the whole deck. You're
Which
Not For
one?
Everyone.
Oh, I love that one.
Although I don't like the card that much. Like, as far as the art itself, like, this is one of the cards that she's done that I'm just like,
You can take it or leave it. I can understand that.
like, I feel like, I mean, they're usually so beautiful and there's so much going on. And with that one, I'm just like, I think you could have did better. But that's okay because I like the message. So
I think my favorite card in the Starseed is the Earth Pulsing.
it would be.
I know it's so green and pretty.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to combine decks.
Oh, and I love this card. I never get it, but I love it. It's the Whale and Orca Elders.
That's beautiful. Yeah, they really don't want to talk to me, so I'm going to leave all of them alone.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk a whole lot tonight in general. I think tonight was supposed to be like playful and shooting the
Test
shit.
run almost. Just
Test running, and then also, oh, you did? Good for you, yes. She released somebody tonight too.
really? That's amazing.
Yes.
It's
Snip,
been
snip.
time for that.
It is time for that.
I released 2 last night myself.
Yes.
Wanted to do 4, but was told no to the other 2. But their time is coming.
Look, it's
your days are numbered.
Your days are numbered.
Get behind me, Satan. I'm gonna tell them that next time they text too. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. How did the release go, Jess? Do you feel good about it?
I hate how long the chat takes.
I know.
And it was revealed why I'm sad to let her go, because I couldn't save her. But she doesn't want to be. You know what, Jess? Me and Nick were just talking about that.
Yep.
We were literally just talking about that. It is so hard to see potential in someone and want better for them than they want for themselves. Or just even want to take them along for the ride with you. But you can't, because it's like it's dragging dead weight. And you end
You
up.
must have a lot of light.
Yep.
It's like those moths.
Moths to the flame.
We need moth repellent. Even though I do love moths, but in this particular instance, we need moth repellent.
know, I hate moths. So I asked about how my release went, and I got the King of Cups. Upright this time.
I think that's a lesson that a lot of us are kind of coming to right now. That it's time to focus on ourselves.
Yes. Yes, that is so true. Time to focus on ourselves and time to level up.
Mm-hmm.
No more wounded healers.
No more Chirons.
No, yes, no Chirons.
Get Chiron on out of here. I wonder where Chiron is right now. I haven't looked.
Ooh, I don't know.
Because that would be interesting to see.
Where is Chiron now? Okay. Okay, so this made me laugh. Somebody wrote an article on Astro Style, and it says Chiron and Aries from wounded warriors to no limit soldiers.
Is that where we are right now?
Yeah, it says Chiron visits Aries from February 18th, 2019 until April 14th, 2027.
Oh. Oh, damn.
Wounded warriors to no limit soldiers.
We got a whole revolution on our hands.
Yes.
Over the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Damn.
No more wounded healers.
Damn.
Okay, so wow. It's interesting. So right now he's in Aries. June 19th of 2026, he goes into Taurus. And then September of the same year, he retrogrades back into Aries. That's going to be a heavy retrograde.
Yeah, I feel like that whole year might not be very good.
Yeah. And then April of 2027, he goes back into Taurus.
Yeah, that's going to be heavy.
Yes. Very.
Transformative, which we need.
Yeah, for sure, because the way things are going is not working.
No, it hasn't been working for hundreds of years.
Yes.
This is why we decided to even start this channel, because we have some crazy conversations, and it's like, why not just let everybody hear it?
Yes, and
invite on whoever wants to find us.
Yeah, and that's kind of what this whole witching hour is like. Uncut, it's raw, it's whatever comes up. Yeah, I know.
We'll still do our weekly, actually, like a whole topic, but the witching hour is just whatever happens, happens.
For sure. That's 2020, 27.
Yeah. That's interesting. I wonder what this says about Chiron. I wonder if this even talks about Chiron, actually.
Okay, wait. So due to several retrogrades, Chiron will weave in and out of Pisces and Taurus during the rambunctious transit. So where exactly is he right now?
I don't think I'm ready for that. I'm not ready. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll get ready. Stop being mad.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay, I think he's just sitting in Aries. At least he's not. I mean, I don't know. I don't dread retrogrades the way that most people do. I feel like retrogrades are a great time to reflect and really get your shit in order. And retrogrades are a great time for downloads. And most people are so hung up in the, oh my God, it's retrograde. Don't do anything. Don't make any decisions. That they waste the damn energy of the retrograde. Which I think Mercury either is in retrograde or is headed that way.
I thought we were coming up on one. I don't know.
Okay, so June 18th, Mercury goes into retrograde.
I will say that maybe the timing right now isn't the best for that.
You know what? We're going to roll with it.
We don't have a choice.
Yeah. And the shadow phase began on the 2nd.
Well,
that's what happened to my mic, y'all. It's Mercury. Let's blame Mercury.
We're going to blame it. Premature Mercury action. But really, where did my tourmaline go, though?
Did you stand up? Is it like under your feet or something?
I looked. It's not. I don't see nothing on the floor.
Oh, Jess is asking if we can explain Chiron. So I'll let you handle that.
I was looking for it in the book, but ooh, I forgot I have my workbooks. See, my issue with the whole astrology thing is, for some reason, I told you I gloss over the basics.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my own interpretation for things as how they represent a past life.
Yeah.
Not necessarily how they affect this life.
Well, I do know that Chiron was supposedly a philosopher and a healer, and I think it's like an asteroid or a comet that was named after him because he was such a phenomenal philosopher and a healer, but he could not heal himself. That's why Chiron is known as Chiron the Wounded Healer. So,
That's just reading it though. Trying to see what Benabel has to say about it.
Benabel Bay. I love Benabel.
I still haven't gotten my thing for that new course.
Oh no.
I need to reach out. Let's try it.
I feel like Chiron naturally would indicate area of struggle when it comes to like growth and healing and overall like just well-being, depending on where it is in your personal chart.
It's really interesting. So I looked up in the table of contents where she talks about Chiron, and she only has it mentioned once in the table of contents. So I opened up to that page, and that page is not for Chiron, but it is talking about retrogrades. That's interesting. But it's talking about retrogrades in your chart, though. I know there's no way she left this out of here. She's too thorough for that.
And so this says that Chiron affects all aspects of wellness, our physical health, mental health, emotions, and spirituality. Chiron shows us where our soul has been deeply hurt before.
See, that's pretty much the only thing I really read it as.
Yeah.
I don't really take anything else into account from where I'm at with my learning. That's, I'm pretty concise. I have one or two words for everything, and that's about it.
It says that its placement by sign, house, and aspect points out healing powers that we hold as a result of deep spiritual wounds. But I'm assuming that would also mean that you have to get to a point where you integrate the lesson through the healing of that element of yourself so that you can really tap into that healing potential.
There he is. He's a dwarf planet.
He's a Pluto.
Where you at? Juno.
Juno.
So dwarf planet. It's neither a planet or a satellite such as a moon. So it's just kind of in its own thing. It says what hurts us in the first part of our life, but then becomes the source of our greatest strength in the later part of our life and soul's purpose. So Chiron is the hero's journey.
Ooh.
So the sign that Chiron is in for you, it says attributes, traits, and omens indicating the nature of your hero's journey. The character in which Chiron manifests in the life path or the omens of your soul's purpose. Then the house that Chiron is in is the area of your life where your wounds are the deepest, the area of life that needs spiritual healing, and the area that will become your greatest strength later. It's tied to you finding your soul's purpose. It's a minor planet in our outer solar system. It orbits between Saturn and Uranus. It's named after the centaur, half man, half horse, from Greek mythology. And it's erratic. That's interesting. So it doesn't have a set period. It says it could be anywhere from 2 years to 8 years.
I can believe that after reading what I just read about it doing the cha-cha slide in Aries and Taurus.
It says it changes houses every 2 hours. It shows our deepest wounds and the efforts that we exert to heal the wounds. It also shows areas that we try to overcompensate. And then it also shows how extraordinary human will is. What once hurt you now becomes your greatest strength.
That's dope. I think Chiron does not get enough credit.
I agree. I gotta finish this course.
Yes, you do, my dear.
I got so much going on. I need to chill out.
Take it a day at a time, an hour at a time if you have to.
Juno, one great love. Soulmates are twin flames. It's the area of life where your one great love will affect you the most.
Eesh.
So the sign that Juno is in is the attributes, keys, and traits of the one great love. And the house it's in is the areas where that great love will affect you the most. Venus offers insights to sexual attraction, chemistry, and who you're attracted to and what you attract to you. Juno is about soulmates and finding your one true love. Juno is about monogamy. Venus can be polyamorous.
That's interesting.
It's an astrological indicator for soulmates, twin flames, and loves that last a lifetime. I don't know how people keep all this in their brains. I really don't.
I think that it just gets stuck there after a certain amount of time. And then you have your certain little things that, like, you have your little grimoire and stuff.
I don't think that that's the case for me, because there's a lot of things that I've been studying my whole life that have not got stuck in my head yet. And I have to constantly, once I refresh my memory, I'm okay for that a little while, but then it's gone again. It's like I don't have enough space up there. There's too much going on.
Oh, no. You know, I will say that the more spiritually connected I've gotten, the less I remember mundane shit. Like, somebody can call me and be like, oh, I'm gonna call you right back. And then they call me like 5 minutes later and they're like, yeah, so what were you saying? I'm like, I don't remember.
Wasn't that important?
It is gone. It is gone.
It has left the building. All right. So we're at an hour and a half. Anything else you think we should talk about?
Maybe we should ask the cards. So right now I'm 30. Oh, okay. That one wants to go. So that was a bay leaf. That was a bay leaf. I was burning a wish. And that one was obviously right on point. It was like, yes. I'm here for it though. I burnt my fingernail, but I'm here for it.
Don't do that. Those are important.
You know, I don't really pay too much attention to my nails.
You know, like when my natural nails break, I usually don't care unless they like break into the skin and hurt.
Yeah.
But now with the realization that I came to that I shared with you earlier,
Yeah.
maybe I should care. My fingernails are apparently my Samson's hair. Cut my fingernails, you sap all my strength, my will to live.
Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You gonna have to give me like 1-2 cards. Unless that's your way of telling me that you don't want to talk to me about this. Jess, are you still with us? You still hanging out? Oh,
She said,
okay.
talk about shit. And put her to sleep.
Temperance and the Hangman. I have some words about this. So
Tooth Fairy.
along with manifestation, and like we talked about, just surrendering or bartering with the universe, being ready to let things go. We have to alchemize our life. So we have to integrate what is new with what is old, releasing, blending it together, because when new things come in, old dynamics don't work anymore. And oh my God, I love this. I love this Hangman part because he's in like a cocoon.
Cocoon.
And he's got a snake wrapped around him.
Can't get away from that damn snake of transformation.
He's not stuck here because he's a criminal, like we see in so many. Like, yeah, This is a transition. This is a whole new person that's about to pop out of this cocoon. And you know what? Okay, wait. Here's a card, but oh yeah. So, and what's the card that we're missing here? We have the Hanged Man, and then we have Temperance. The card between them is Death. Yes, her boob is out. She does have a boob out.
Free the nipple. Free the nipple. Just let it out.
And this integration is about so much more than just what's new and what's old in your life, but also about who you are, because she is both the angel and the devil. She is shadow and she is light. She is earth and she is water. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now.
No, you do. It's a balanced transformation.
Yes, it is a balanced transformation.
It's a... I almost take that like how we've talked about. I don't know if this was actually in the first video or if this is in the second video, but I know we talked about the fact that we had the matriarchy, then we had the patriarchy, and we are now changing into balanced state of both of them together.
That's exactly what it's like. And look at this. Back of the deck energy is the Two of Pentacles. Balance. You know what else I see about this? Like, that snake is right up in his face. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that snake could just unhinge his jaw and just like eat him whole. But it's like he has to stare down the mouth of the snake to get where he's going.
It also,
You know, just
know,
in most cases. Oh, I was saying to Jess, in most cases, I would see the hangman as resistant, but in this instance, with him and his little cocoon, I see that he's like, oh shit, there's a snake in my face, but he is not resistant. He's awaiting his.
I almost feel like the snake is trying to keep him in that cocoon though.
Yes. He's awaiting. He's not done cooking yet. He's not done cooking yet. Because like think about
he also has to defeat that snake to get out.
Yeah, or maybe how he gets out is the snake does eat him. How many times have we all like been in that place where it's like we're not quite done with something yet, but we're also not quite where we're going, and we're in that limbo space, and it's scary as fuck. Limbo is scary. Yes.
I like it.
I don't necessarily see temperance as so much as the duality within, as much as she is patiently waiting for all of the pieces to come together. Like she's pouring this little magic concoction back and forth, waiting for the levels to get to the perfect ratio. But I feel like this is also like, oh, okay. Both of these cards have a level of transformation to them, but they also have a level of patience and taking time. They're slow cards. When you manifest, you must be patient. You must patiently await what you have manifested. Because it won't happen overnight. And transformation doesn't happen overnight. And even after the transformation does happen and you are awakened to that new way of being, you'll have to integrate it. You still won't be ready to just go out there because there's still work to be done. And sometimes this is where the manifestation fails. Because we're so caught up in waiting for the tangible evidence of what we have asked for. And we say, oh, I did something wrong. I don't know why the fuck that didn't work. And we don't see it through. It's like spirit can only carry us so far.
You got to do your part.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my mom after she got divorced. Since she's still so heavily Christian, instead of doing any work, she kept putting it all on God, all on Jesus. It was, if God wants me to have another man in my life, he'll send one. If God wants me to have a job, he'll send one, you know? And it's like, maybe spirit might put those things in your path once you do the work. But they're not going to come knock on your front door.
Yeah.
Which is what she was waiting for. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this mask card was significant for some reason.
No, it definitely is.
And when I picked up the book to see if any words popped out, it opened to that page. So
Yeah.
I know it was something that it wanted us to see. And I know, like, taking off the whole mask, like, you really can't change until you take off the mask. You can't transform when you're still trying to wear the mask.
And that's kind of what the hangman is doing as well. He's waiting for that shift to click, that new perspective.
Mm. Think of a mask or costume you wore that felt empowering, marvelous, or fun. I think this is it says to meditate on your original face, the one you had before your mother and father were born.
Mm, that's deep. That could be taken many ways.
I don't know. I'm feeling very disconnected from everything right now. So
I
I'm gonna
have
go
these
ahead and
moments.
let that. Huh.
I have these moments where I'll like close my eyes and I'll meditate, going back to the moment where I like chose my life and signed my soul contract. And it's always so interesting because it's like there's all these little light bodies, but like you really can't see anything. Like everybody's just energy. And I almost kind of feel like I, I don't know. I could be taking it like way deeper than she meant, or in a totally different direction. But like it just automatically made me think back to like those meditations and visualizations that I've had, because there is a reason why you chose your family. There is a reason why you chose your mother, your father, to be born into the family you were. It's a reason you chose your body. It's a reason you chose your gender, your race. Nothing about who you are is by chance.
Right.
And it's all about what you decided to come here and do this lifetime. And if you can go back to that moment and see that perspective and allow yourself to then look at everything from that third eye view, then it's almost kind of like the word they're leaving me. It's if you allow yourself to see it from that third eye view, then you stop worrying about being who you were taught to be or who your family made you. You just are. Instead of being made by your experiences, you just are because they're just that. They're just experiences. And you know that there are experiences that you signed up for.
I don't know. I've still been struggling with the whole how much of what happens in life is something that was part of your soul contract,
Yeah.
and how much of it is something you had free will over to make a choice, or something someone else had free will and altered something. Like, how detailed are our soul contracts?
I can see that.
Um, yeah, like how much, and I know there's a big argument over if free will is even actually a thing or not. Um, I don't know. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around, like, um, some of the absolutely terrible things that people experience, and it's like, did I actually sign up for this?
Yeah.
Or did something happen at some point? Like, I know you and I have talked a little bit about like timeline shifts and merging timelines. Um, Obviously, you can't have a timeline shift without free will. Like, if there wasn't free will, a timeline would just be the timeline.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's hard to wrap your head around, like,
I believe
something really fucked up happened,
yeah.
and I chose this, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think that just for me, the way that I saw things and the way that I believe things to be, who you are and what you came to do are like set in stone. Like this, it is what it is. Whether you use your free will to then do it or not, is to be determined. I think that when you're sat there with the options, like you can be this person, you can be that person, you can be that person. These will be your parents. This will be what this looks like. I think that is done loosely. So I think it's like you're brought into the room and it's like, these are your options. If you're born to them, you'll be an only child, you'll be an Olympic swimmer. Your parents will be really hard on you because you're the first person in your family to have the opportunities afforded to you, blah, blah, blah. If you choose this one, your dad's going to die when you're however old. And, you and your mom are going to be, really close and just, it's going to be the two of you and she'll rely on you, but you guys will get through it, blah, blah, blah. And so I think that loosely, in a sense, I think that those things are more like loose. It's not like you're going to experience this pain and this pain, and then this will happen, and then this will happen. As much as it's like, if you choose this life, this will be your mission. These will be your parents. This will be the energy surrounding your life.
Right.
And
I guess because I know we have agreements with soul family members, of who we run into certain people in each life as a predetermined thing. So, but I think what happens with those relationships is not predetermined.
I agree with that.
So, like we've been talking about my whole twin flame, whatever you want to call him, he has an option.
Yeah.
I believe our souls decided before this lifetime, we're going to come and do this. But we both still have that option to say, I don't want to do that right now.
Yeah.
And if one of us decides not to, we get to do it again next time until we actually are on the same page. But I do wonder, like, how much of it is, because I mean, you've got to deal with fucked up shit. There's no growth without, unfortunately, fire. So, I mean, we have all signed up, at least in part, for bad things to happen, as bad as that is. But I don't know. I think it's still something that I haven't completely settled my own belief on. I don't even know if I can. Like, I mean, how can you say one way or another?
I'm trying to see if I can delete it for you. I don't know if they'll let me. Yeah, I can't delete anything on this side. It just says that I can like block you, but I don't think that would be.
I think you can delete your own comments. You should be able to delete your own comments. It should be like a little menu box.
But either way, I want you to know that this is safe and brave space.
Yeah, there should be like 3 little dots or something. Or hold down the comment, and it should give you options to delete or something.
That's a pretty cup.
Thank you. This tea wasn't that great.
What kind? Oh, the chai.
I think it's because I didn't put cream in it.
Mm.
I usually like milk and chai, but I didn't put any.
Yeah, I need milk in my chai.
Yeah.
This thing is still going.
Just so you know, we don't even know if this video is gonna stay up on online either. This is kind of a test run, because we're not sure if it automatically will let us save a live to our channel. So this could possibly disappear into the ether. Potentially. Who knows? I'm hungry.
What'd you say?
I didn't.
Oh, you were fasting all day.
No, I wasn't fasting.
You just didn't eat.
Yeah, I was still not feeling great, but I had coffee. I had corn and mashed potatoes at lunchtime, but I think that's all I've had.
You know, corn tears my stomach up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't seem to have issues with the things that most people have issues with for some reason. Especially like dairy. Dairy doesn't bother me.
No, dairy doesn't bother me at all.
Oh my goodness. How you feeling?
I feel good. That coffee has me like wired.
I know, I'm surprised. You seem like you have more energy than me, and it's like quickly approaching your bedtime. And you're over there just amped up.
Yeah, that coffee did the trick. That's why I was like, I'm gonna wait till right before we go on. I'm gonna go ahead and drink this coffee, and I'm gonna be wide.
Okay. Yeah, if you did that, hopefully it is gone then. We're hoping that at some point, if I'm not even gonna say if, when this grows, you're hungry too. You gotta get some food. I gotta get some food, but I haven't been grocery shopping because I've been lazy and fasting, and if I had food in the house, I would have ate it. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to eat, but we want to be able to have somewhere where it's more of a forum or like a private chat room or something.
Yeah, where it's more where it's private. A little bit more secure and private. People can talk.
Protected.
Make connections and whatnot.
I guess it's possible to just do it on Facebook, but
it is
Facebook.
You know, I think the thing with Facebook is that you never know what you're gonna get. It can like work really well one day, and then the next day, it's gone. But I heard that that's happens with YouTube sometimes too. Simon from the Hermit's Cave last year when they were doing a tarot-thon, like YouTube crashed. So this whole
Jess says that all the time, that YouTube will crash on her videos.
Yeah.
Like she has like something big or she gets like very excited, it'll tend to crash.
Look, I believe it because just my power outage. I believe it.
Sometimes you got too much energy. I don't know. I still think some things be trying to silence messages, but
no, I do agree with that.
Which bothers me. I don't like thinking about it. Got me over here talking to Archangel Michael before I sleep and trying to keep all this crap away from me.
Look, I know that's right. What do you know about the Arcturians?
I don't know. I feel like I have them confused with the Andromedans right now.
Okay.
Why?
Because this card flew out and it says Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing.
I got info for that. Where is that book at?
So I feel like right now we're in a big bubble of just energetic, physical, and emotional healing. You know what, Jess? I just want to say that no, you definitely can't beat yourself up. You shouldn't beat yourself up, and there's no shame. Like I know there's certain things that we just don't typically talk about like in public, but there's also no shame.
Well, that's a big part of what the first video, like what we are trying to eventually get to is, and I know you and I had a conversation about some stuff earlier that is like I said, some things that I probably would take to my grave. But honestly, these things shouldn't be shameful.
No, they
We've
should.
been conditioned to see them as shameful.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's just some shit. It's just an experience, you know. It's just I don't know. Like I think that we're much harder on ourselves than we should be.
I agree with
because somebody told us that we should be that way.
Yeah.
And who the fuck are you to tell me what I should feel? Arcturus. They're quite ancient. They embody wisdom, knowledge, and enjoy passing on their information and lessons. Some of their skills or traits are drawn to sacred geometry, ley lines in ancient civilizations, fundamental sciences like quantum physics. They enjoy teaching and sharing knowledge. They hold strong opinions, good at planning, organizing, and building, interested in advanced technology, science, and math, maybe interested in building, designing, and planning the future on Earth, perhaps through sustainable energy, developing new community living models, etc. May see colorful geometric patterns when they close their eyes, may be gifted musicians, like to ask deep philosophical questions. They're focused on ushering in the new future of Earth in relation to spirituality, technology, community living that's focused on balance and sustainability. Interesting. Arcturian starseed spiritual teachers tend to focus on the practical side of spirituality, like conscious manifestation, intuitive development, and generally how to thrive in the third dimension.
That is interesting.
They tend to communicate telepathically or through claircognizance. Tend to embody the frequency of energy associated with the throat chakra.
Just so you know, Jess, the comment is gone.
Good.
But I do feel like that may have been a trigger or a sign of something that is in need of healing. I feel like these cards are for the collective, but yes, a goddess knows no shame. And when we do feel shame, that is letting us know that we have things that we need to heal in ourselves. And you can't be carrying around shame for the rest of your damn life.
Right.
Which brings us to, can y'all see that? Align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you are? Some of that is people. Some of that's probably shame. Some of that's probably a lot of other things. But what is no longer in alignment? Double mission, light worker, star seed, serve the world by being you. Now, I didn't pull these cards with anyone in mind, but I feel like they came out because of the overall energy. I feel like spirit may have been like, let's throw some words out there for Jess. You know, she was having a moment. Understandably so. But I think that we so often get hung up in ourselves and in that shame and all of that we don't realize that by standing in our truth and by loving ourselves unconditionally, we're giving other people the ability and the permission to love themselves, to be themselves, to stand in who they are. And then they threw out two other ones. Dance, do something to shift your vibration.
Wasn't she dancing earlier?
She was dancing. You better get your ass back up and dance. My nose it's like tingling. It's so weird. I have never experienced such tingles at the tip of my nose.
Mine, I was just scratching mine. Literally.
I feel like I keep doing this. And then break the chain, ancestral pattern, healing, rewriting the future. And I think that the great thing about this picture is she's coming out of the cave. Like she's coming out of her own darkness. Oh my God.
What?
So you remember what that wax looked like before?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. Okay. Look, the circle's getting bigger.
Oh shit. I'm still blown away that is still going so strong. That is yeah. I don't know. Spirit has just been blowing my mind lately.
Look, it's doing what it needs to do. That's for sure. There was definitely some work that needed to be done there. And it was going to take its time. Here it is, burning 2.5 hours later.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like one of those birthday candles that you keep blowing and it don't want
the trick candle. So do you guys practice Oh, there it goes again. God. Do you guys practice? She said, "Oh, Jess has her nose too."
Yep, everybody's nose is going nuts. I'm trying to leave it alone.
And I probably look like a crazy person over here rubbing my nose.
You just did some coke.
Yep, I was thinking of Ryan said. Do you guys practice like release of your manifestation? Like once you like with complete faith and trust, once you put it out there, it's like, okay, I know it's coming. I'm not gonna worry about it at all.
You know, before I knew what I was doing,
Yeah.
yes. I think now I kind of have like it'll be heavy on my mind for a while, and then it'll go away, and then sometimes it'll come back. If it's one of those things that it takes longer to manifest, it'll kind of come and go. I don't think I ever intentionally just let it go though.
Yeah, I've been making it a point as of lately to intentionally just be like, I know what's coming and let things go. Because I feel like it's almost rude of me not to have unwavering faith that it's coming.
I can see that. Divine timing. Just gotta wait.
Yep. Did you find any more stamps for your rooms?
No. I mean, I found some, but I haven't actually bought any yet. I keep hoping then that like a little kit that has everything I want in it will just appear, but
yeah,
I haven't found one yet. It's my right one too.
You know what? I do feel it more on the right, but it's like right in the center of my nose. It's the strangest thing. I need to spend more time with the runes.
I think you need to start keeping them by you while you sleep.
Yeah, I have the Mother Peace Tarot under my pillow right now. Maybe I'll swap it out and put these there. I fill them with Reiki so they feel better, but I think I need to spend time with them. So I say I need to spend time with them, and then the cauldron pops out. Yes, our connection will be what you make it. Yes, something is a brewing. Oh, Jess, you'll love this. Look at the little bees on the back. Can you see that? There you go.
So pretty.
I don't know why this just popped into my head. What has been your scariest spiritual encounter?
I feel like I've spiritual as in what?
I don't know, just whatever that means to you.
I don't know. Cause I've seen stuff since I was little. So that, like, when I was in boot camp, there was one time that was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I mean, I've had like frightening experiences that like startle me, but I don't think I've had anything outright terrifying aside from seeing things.
Yeah.
So I think that the only thing that's been like fucked up has been things that I've seen that shouldn't have happened
Yeah.
or shouldn't be there.
Things you're ready to see.
Yeah. But I mean, sometimes you see things and it's unexplainable, but it doesn't seem bad.
Yeah.
So I'd say the ones that freak me out the most are more so than just startling, are the ones that feel negative when I've seen negative things.
Oh, Jess, these are the Effany Witches rooms.
I still think the only one I like is that bee. It really is.
I don't know. I think they're growing on me. Let's see. So I like the spider web.
I can see that.
I like the eye. It's creepy and I like it.
I hate it so much. Like I have so much hate for the art in those, and it's upsetting me because I really want to love them.
I like the sun.
It's decent.
And the heart. I like the heart because it's like geometric.
I wondered what there was a purpose behind that when I saw it.
The purpose behind it being geometric.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't even think about that. That's an interesting thing to kind of ponder on. Maybe just to modernize it.
I don't know. It feels almost like cords attached to it.
Oh, I can see that. It is supposed to. This symbol is supposed to be about like love and stuff coming together. Yes, the sativa.
So, okay, so sativa did that for you?
Yeah, not in a good way though.
Oh no.
Yeah, she was like too open.
And that I wonder. I've actually been feeling like I probably need to do the rest of these edibles.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was getting a lot of downloads when I was doing them in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I told you about the day where I got the feeling of being in between dimensions.
I think you told me about that.
And my guides told me that was literally where I was. Like that was what that feeling is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, have you gotten to how you use them yet? The runes?
The runes. So
Do you use normal runes?
in the class, thus far, she's gone over like crossing them out with the tarot card.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you come in a
like,
bag?
well, they come in this,
Oh, okay.
and you can like pull them out in your hand and just kind of roll them around and toss them, or like pick your hand in the bag, dig around, and then like grab which one you feel like.
Yeah.
So, oh, what do I need to focus on right now? They're probably gonna read me to filth because I'm on YouTube. What do I need to focus on right now? First day. Okay, so King of Swords popped out in reverse. I only read reversals when I feel called to.
I'm the same way.
Oh, okay, something to go along with this. This is like a very generic, simple way to use them. Oh, this one fell out, so I'm gonna take this one, which it's the moon. You can't see that, can you? Oh, yep, there we go.
Ah, yes.
So I would take this as right now I need to focus on getting to the root of some feelings. They're definitely speaking on a level of either like blindness or not being 100% truthful with myself. Because, you know, the moon is all about emotion. So, and this is the craziest King of Swords. I kind of love it. He's got, so he's raining blood. He's like a
Is he a
demon.
demon?
Yes. Is raining blood behind him off the moon. And there's this little volcano erupting, which is like trouble, and there's smoke. And I feel like this is like his shadow side. He has
That whole card is my ex.
He has
that whole card.
He has his tongue out for the blood. And then like he's also over there with all the clouds and the eruptions and then the sword dripping blood. So I feel like particularly this being in reverse, it's like, oh, you need to go at that shadow because you're not being 100% truthful with yourself and your emotions, which is not the most far-fetched thing for me because even though this was supposed to be hypothetical, so I'm kind of salty they read me like that. But I'm very earthy. My chart is damn near all earth, almost 70% earth, primarily Capricorn. And I don't be having time for feelings. So, and I also know they've told me that I'm going on a shadow work excursion. I'm going to be doing some shadow work. Not sure about what, but it's happening.
Yeah, that whole sativa experience, I can understand why you don't mess with that anymore. That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, that was intense.
Mm-mm. I really just don't like it. I don't like the feeling.
Yeah, it makes my body feel really, really heavy. And then I feel like I have to keep moving.
Well, I just get stuck, even with sativa. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm taking. I don't really want to move.
Jess, what are you asking about? How do you spell what?
Oh, the runes. I might just hand paint myself some. I know they're not going to be great, but I still want to do the stamps.
Yeah. It may take
I don't
time to
know if I
collect
want
the stamps, so that way you have like the perfect ones.
to. Right.
How is this still going?
I don't know. That's serious.
There's almost no wax on the plate at all.
Maybe they want to make sure it's all gone. Cut that completely. Cut it, burnt it, scattered it in four corners of the earth. Just
They buried it. They put it in his grave. It's dead.
6 feet under.
Sasha was so cute. So I told her that when I gave her the legendary women's deck or the legendary ladies deck, I told her, I said, I may have to borrow it to talk about it in a video. So this evening she brought it out. She was like, I'm gonna leave this here just in case you need it, mommy.
Aww.
So I was just like, oh, okay. So it's just like sitting right here.
Yeah, I didn't realize the deck I was telling you, that extra Threads of Fate deck I have, it's another Oracle deck. It's not a tarot deck. I thought it was another tarot deck. But it's just another Oracle.
Yeah, the Oracle. That's not going to do you no good.
No, I'm going to have to order another.
Aren't they coming out with a new design, a new color or something?
It's not a new color. It's just, well, I guess it is. I think the background is like holographic too.
Yeah.
It's like gold foil and then also holographic background. So I'll have to get it at some point. They're not cheap.
What's their price point? Like
70.
Oh, that's so cool, Jess. The coins and coffee beans. That's so cool.
Oh wow. That's actually really cool. There's so much. Like there's so many forms of divination.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of times you don't even know about it until you hear somebody else talking about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then you're just like, what? You can do that?
I still wanna look more into this whole reading wax and tea leaves.
You know, I've always thought the idea of reading tea leaves is so interesting, but I really don't think that I got it in me.
I don't think I would ever do it. You know,
Yeah.
like it's almost like one of those things that fun every once in a while or something.
When you see this fool, what's the first thing you think?
There's a lot going on that card.
So you're gonna laugh at me, okay?
That doesn't. Yeah.
Every time I see this card, I think it was Ludacris, and it was, what year was that? It had to be like 2001, I think. he had an album come out, and there's this song on there, and it was like, blow it out, Chad. Every time I see this card, I hear Ludacris yelling, blow it out, blow it out, Chad.
That card, like, that's a very interesting depiction of the Fool. Like, that's very different.
You know what? I'm here for it though, because it's like he has the devil on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
He's got this weird guy blowing it out his ass. He's got one shoe on and one shoe off, or whichever. I feel like you can see on his face, he's actually like quite scared.
Yeah.
But it's like he couldn't stop if he wanted to, because he's got like projectile fire. He's got a rocket jet. And everything around him is burning up. So it's like he has to go somewhere else, even if he doesn't want to. So I feel like this is a more hesitant, but must take the journey type of Fool, which I mean is legit. Some people, when they see the Fool, they get like legit anxiety, because they're like, I don't want to go into the new and uncharted territory.
Yeah, he just looks very unsure of what's going to happen next.
I love this one.
Oh, wow.
It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Like my little fat lady.
Yes, like your Venus.
What are you looking at over there?
Because it's, damn, this plate is getting hot.
Letting go of blockages.
What?
He can move forward.
Who? The Fool?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, letting out some gas, which is probably blockages. Yes, I like that.
What in the hell?
There's nothing on.
Wild. Like, is there, like, how did you get flammable wax? Like, that whole damn plate has been on fire.
I don't know.
It's been about 3 hours.
For that little tiny nub. I don't even know what's on fire anymore. I almost want to put it out.
Don't you do it.
No, I'm not going to.
Just let it go. Let it do its thing. A moth flew into my candle.
Which one?
Just my normal candle. So I'm gonna have to send you a picture of this.
Yeah.
But this wax to me looks like an angel.
Aww.
It looks like an angel playing a trumpet.
Ooh.
Or a harp, depending on how you look at it. But definitely an angel. Or a very strange bunny rabbit if you turn it.
Jess, what are you over there singing? Where did what go? It's out.
Oh shit. Okay, that's just wild. Wild.
There's
And
nothing
it's
left to read. This little black squiggly, that's actually like the singed ashes from the cord.
Yeah, there's no wax left there.
Yeah.
'Tis done.
I don't even know what this like. I don't even know what this oil is because I didn't put any oil on the candle.
I don't know.
Ooh, it's hot at the bottom.
It should be. It's probably. It should have been burning for 3 days.
Look, it was burning for quite some time. And I was like, damn, when is it gonna go out?
We had work to do. It's
Yeah.
time for it to rest now. Its work is done. Now, whose work isn't done, apparently, is this damn tourmaline. Where did it go?
Oh, the fat lady singing.
Oh.
Yeah, I always imagine her singing like some opera or something. Go ahead and smudge the area now that that's over with.
Yeah, do that. Damn, right side of my nose is itching again.
Maybe that's spirit like bugging you. Like, hey bitch, let's talk.
There's actually that was the only thing my husband was good at was he knew all wives' tales and superstitions.
I know, right, Jess? The wax ring just burnt out. It just, I don't even know what this like liquid is on the plate because I put some herbs on the candle, but I didn't even bother with an oil. But a clean burn is a happy burn. So we will not stress it too much. Oh, Nick's phone must have died or something. Hey, girl.
My phone is like overheating and doing weird things. What is going on here?
Oh, Jess says check your bra.
Check what?
Your bra.
Why?
For your tourmaline.
Oh, I found him.
Where was he?
Somehow under the seat cushion of the seat that I'm sitting in. He was hanging out.
Hiding under your booty.
I love him. He's got the tiniest little piece of quartz.
Aww.
Just dead center. It's like
bit.
perfect. Why can't I do this? It's like perfect little diamond of quartz.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's
He's
so
cute. And then I got this guy that's like almost all quartz.
Ooh, I love that.
I like weird stuff.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. I like them. My white with a little bit dark and my dark with a little bit of white. It's great.
I love that, especially the one that kind of looks tiger stripey. So, do you want to try to pull a card for the collective?
Do I want to do what?
Try and pull a card for the collective.
Yeah, does anybody want to talk to me tonight? They're just not happy with me. I don't know what's going on. Two came out.
Jessa, she's always losing her crystals in her bosom. What you got, boo?
So the two that actually popped out together was unique gifts.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
And then the infinite.
Oh, I love that.
So those two popped out, but then this was bottom of the deck. Stepping through.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is what we're doing right now. This is the transformation everyone's going through. This is the stepping through.
Yeah.
And on the other side is your infinite divine energy and your unique gifts.
Beautiful. Yes.
I really do like this deck. This goes back with Chiron.
It does.
Your shortcomings as unique, undiscovered skills.
Wow.
Any quirks that you feel are shortcomings could be the key to your superpowers. Chiron was the hero's journey.
How do we even start talking about Chiron?
I brought him up
Yeah, I think you just brought him up randomly.
No, because Jess was talking about being a wounded healer.
Oh yeah.
About healing herself. What's it say about the infinite? Rebirth challenges required a level of surrender.
Mm.
Many deaths and rebirths. And then trust. Stepping through was trust. And you're talking about trusting the universe with your manifestation.
Yeah, that undying faith that it's coming.
Mm-hmm. What'd you get?
Not what I was expecting.
Okay.
So I have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and then the Knight of Pentacles. Just so she needs the second stimulus to hit so she can get some new debt.
For real. I'm waiting for it.
I think all three of us are. Which one?
The one on top.
This?
Yeah. Yeah. Why do I really like that card?
I don't know. I like it because it's the dragon for sure. And then he's like a tin man and he's so big and fluffy. He looks fluffy on the inside. And then he's so slow. You could just tell he's so slow. But what I'm getting from this is that there is change happening on a collective level, and that it's a community. It's a community change, a collective change where people are basically the collective has decided to move forward, but they're saying that it's going to be a slow change.
Well, I mean, look, we've got 7 more years of Chiron.
Yeah.
And some ass Aries.
Yeah, and then so I got nurture, which this card is associated with the Earth Star, which is about like 12 inches below your feet. And so I feel like there's while we're going through these slow changes, we're going to have to nurture ourselves, make sure to nurture ourselves and to stay grounded and to continue to facilitate connection with Mother Earth. And with ourselves, because the other thing that's coming through really strong right here, and this one we just had back to Chiron, is you see the mama lion and then the baby. So it's almost like nurturing the inner child, nurturing yourself. I almost kind of feel like this is, with everything going on right now, I almost even kind of feel like this is like a rest assured, like change is coming. It's just going to be slow.
Right.
And continue to nurture yourself, nurture your loved ones, stay connected to the earth.
I don't know why. When I thought about the whole Chiron being in Aries, I saw Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like the next 7 years is literally burning away the country's pain. So
well,
that it can be reborn.
I definitely agree with that. And somebody else made a really interesting point. I can't remember who said it. But she said that the U.S. is going through its Saturn return.
Yes, I did see that. No,
So,
it's well, I saw Pluto return.
oh. So maybe she was misinformed. Maybe it is Pluto, or maybe it could be both. Who the fuck knows?
Um, oh, I forgot. I forgot what all it said. I don't even remember where I read that.
But I could see Pluto because Pluto is all about, that death and transformation.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to look for that. Oh, but this was that deck.
Yes, the Beyond Lumerian.
It's so pretty. I do wish the quality was a little better of the actual cards. Like if they had them printed better. Well, they're fine, but they're like on the actual box. There's like they made them all nice and glossy on the box, the little samples of the cards. But then the cards themselves are like, I don't know.
Are they matte? I prefer matte.
I do too. They do shuffle easier. But, I think what throws me off about these is the fact that they put the black border around this. I think if they hadn't, I'd like it more.
Trim them.
Oh.
Trim them.
Maybe I should.
Yeah.
Well, that and the fact that it comes in this big ass box like this. Like, don't do me like that. Don't put something in there. My Virgo nature cannot handle some loose cards in this box. I just can't do it.
I totally get that.
It crushes my soul.
Well, that's kind of how I felt about the Shadowland box. I mean, the book fits the box.
Right. The same for this one. But then my cards are just all sliding around in here.
But I was like, why did I need a box this big?
No. That's crazy.
Let me make it even more crazy. Do you see how this could fit like 1, 2, 3, 4 decks in here?
See, this was the original Threads of Fate Oracle box.
Yeah.
And I thought this was too much. But they at least did do like an insert so that the cards are
now
in there.
She did do an insert in here, which I'm appreciative of.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate that.
But I'm also kind of like, why could we not size the book differently? I mean, the book is dope. I think that part of the reason why this is such a good deck for shadow work is because it has all those, I don't know if you can see it. Oh shit, there we go. Reflections. So this is the justice card, and the reflections are: do I believe in a concept of karma? How do I incorporate a balanced view of situations into my life? When do I feel that I was wronged morally, physically, or financially? How do I define justice? How do I read the fine print in contracts before I sign? And I think that those would be really good journal prompts for daily reflection as you're going through shadow work. So I'm excited to use the book for that purpose alone. But I think that it could have been a little bit more. I mean, even if it was almost as thick as the deck, I'd have been fine. This is.
I don't know. Those are the ones like the archetypes deck came in a big ass box.
Yeah.
And like for Kim Kranz, I keep her books separate. I just keep them over here because I'm not gonna unpack this box every
every
time.
single time.
Or the animal box. Like,
well, the thing
that's
that's
too
really
much.
hard with the animal and with the tarot is that it's a box inside of a box.
Mm-hmm. It's just
So-
like, I appreciate it. It's like some high-end packaging. I got it. But it's very unnecessary. And I'm very much not a hoarder. I like to throw things away.
Yeah.
But not this, because it feels like that's part of the deck. Like, I can't, like the girl that you sent me that she had everything on her wall in bags.
Yeah.
Well, where did you put all your boxes? Did you just throw them all away? Or do you have a closet full of boxes of tarot decks? Like, you got a box full of boxes for your tarot decks.
And I definitely agree with that. The nicer boxes I would never want to get rid of. But for example, like, okay, I love this deck, the Triumph Del Luna. I just got it, but I love it. It's got good card quality. They have like a velvety finish. They glide really good together. Kind of wish the borders were gilded, but I know like gilding isn't everybody's thing. I like gilding. But what does kind of kill me? Oh, and okay. Patrick Valenza, he's very sweet. Along with the deck, you get a 10-card oracle deck with matching backs.
Aww.
So, and they're really cool. So here we have these little demons, like it's like justice coming to get them, like, or karma coming to get them. We have bluebirds flying home.
I like that.
You get an extra card, so if you don't want to use the tower, you can use the lightning. The jester.
She said that's a workbook.
It is a workbook. You get the jester. Justice. I don't know what you call this. I like her, but I don't know what you call it. This one I think he calls strength. And it's like the little boy. He describes it as the little boy seeing, catching someone or catching a lion, only to open his mouth and find a mirror. So the mirror, like inside the lion's mouth, is a mirror reflecting back to him his own reflection. He is the lion. Deception. I don't know what this little Piper dude is. You got this interesting thing.
What is actually going on there?
I don't know. And then you have nurture.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I actually really like her face. But so this is really sweet. I totally love the idea of having an extra card to decide between. Mm-hmm. And then he sends you like little goodies, like other like, random cards and stuff. But it comes in this tuck box. Now,
yeah, I don't like this.
Even though I will say that this is like, you could tell it's like a strong laminated. It's one of the stronger tuck boxes that I've seen.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I know that he's an independent publisher. I know he publishes his own deck. He does his own thing. And he hand draws every single card. Well, not every single one, but the first deck, like the creation of it is his hand drawing.
Right.
So I know that you're paying for the art, and I appreciate that. But I'm like, for $50, you know, like I can get a magnet box, can I? Like, I can get one of these, right? For $50. I mean, I'm definitely not going to keep this because right now it's fine, but let me take this deck in and out of it, you know, for a couple weeks. This shit's going to be ratty.
That would make me want to work with it less if I kept it in that box, you know, like
yeah, because then you're just talking
like right now I have any of my boxes that, yeah, like that's too much. Anything I have that comes in a box with like a separate top and bottom, I've been keeping it with the top just tucked under, so I can just pop stuff out because I don't got time. As much as I go in between all my decks, like I don't want to keep taking the lid on and off.
Yeah.
I'm lazy. If I gotta keep taking lids on and off, I'm gonna use Threads of Fate for every single spread that I ever do because I am not gonna keep taking lids off.
Ridiculous. I totally get that. So I'm like, man, I gotta get a bag. I gotta get a bag for this, or I gotta make a bag for this because this tuck box ain't gonna do it for me. And it kind of sucks because I really like the cover.
Yeah, I like the cover a lot.
I would have loved to have had this in like a magnetic box so that I can hold on.
You should find one that you don't like and then just glue the top of that onto it.
Yeah, I mean that is a possibility.
A janky ass idea, but yeah.
But you know, I think I love all of my decks. I can't think of one deck that I have. Even if I don't use it that often, I can't think of one that I have that I don't like.
I agree.
Like I was just trying to think for a second, like, okay, if I had to say buyer's remorse on one deck. Oh, I can think of one deck. I got it. It's not a tarot deck. It's the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. I was very drawn to the box. You make me want to go grab it. I'm gonna go grab it.
Okay. This is Mystic Mondays.
Okay, I'm back. So this is the box of the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. And I was like, oh, that's pretty. I think that I'll like that. I actually took out this had an insert in it. I took the insert out because I store like extra Palo Santo and sage and stuff in here. So these are the cards. Not super crazy about the backs, but you know, it is what it is. It's leaves. And the trees themselves are actually pretty.
They are, but something about the way the card itself was done is very, I don't know if maybe it's the border.
I don't care for the border, for sure. But
I think I just don't like borders.
Yeah, I could care less for borders in most cases. But my biggest issue with it is one, the guidebook is so big compared to the cards that I can't keep them together.
Yeah.
And if you haven't noticed, that's a stickler for me. And that was my one complaint about the Shadowland. I don't like for my book to be so big. I can't keep it with the cards.
Yeah.
The other thing is that, so I think it would have been great if the cards were numbered so that it was like, oh, okay, page whatever. The other thing that is not so great about it is that there's no keyword. So, there's many different aspects to nature, and there's many different interpretations. So even one, I don't know, maybe some people, I'm not that much of a nature enthusiast that I have a personal meaning for every single one of these trees.
Right. That's a lot.
But when you open it up, they're separated by flower, trunk, leaf, and roots. And the roots are the roots are the ones with the blue border. The trunk is the one with the brown border. The leaves are the green, and then the brownish one is, or the reddish brown one is the fruit. So like that burgundy brown is the fruit. And that's really all you have to go on when you're trying to figure out where in the book you're looking. So you're just like scrolling through the green section looking
That's
for,
how this one is.
yeah. And I think that they kind of missed the mark on it, because this could have been a great oracle had it been like oak, strength, number 26. And maybe even left off the borders, because then it would have been numbered and you wouldn't have needed to have this weird color-coded border.
Yep.
But I don't know. I love it, but I don't love it. And I don't use it because when I do client readings, I typically don't use guidebooks. And I don't have time to be fumbling through the pages, finding stuff in a reading, nor do I really want to use a book in the reading. I want to go off keywords and intuition. And it leaves a lot to be desired.
I think my biggest
it was not cheap.
Is,
I said, and it was not cheap.
Yeah, that's the worst. When they weren't cheap and you're not as happy with them as you wished you would have been.
Yeah.
I know, like, I really hate when, I feel like if you're making a tarot deck, you know it's going to be getting shuffled a lot. If it's being used, it's going to be getting shuffled a lot. You should be making sure that whatever material it's being made out of, whoever you're publishing it with, that it's not going to keep getting all bent up. Like, as it's getting shuffled and it's like pieces are separating, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that bothers me. Yeah, and it's like that I'm looking at the card and like the edges are kind of lifted. I don't even use this deck a lot. And it's all over the cards.
Yeah.
My perfectionist ass is like, no, they're not smooth. I don't want to use it. Go back to your home.
I actually think I'm going to take these out of that little bag because I don't. This little bag can go to somebody who actually needs a little bag. Because I don't use it. I really don't use it. I don't. One day I would love to be brave enough to try to stencil it myself or something and put the keywords on there. But I'm afraid I'll fuck it up. I mean, I guess even if I do fuck it up, I ain't using it now, so I guess it's okay. I don't know.
I guess it can't hurt, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already not using it. The worst that's going to happen is I burn it, throw it away or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to do it where it wouldn't look bad.
Yeah, I would just have to figure out the right type of pen or marker and try to be creative.
Okay. I think we need to wrap it up soon because I might fall asleep on camera.
I agree. I just yawned, and that's the symbol of the sign that I'm on my way to bed.
3 hours.
I know it was a little rocky in the beginning, but I feel like we found our stride.
Yeah, I think it was just a weird night. So
very.
Yeah, hopefully next Friday is less weird.
Yes, I agree. Thank you for hanging out with us, Jess.
Thank you. It was nice. We would have just sat here and talked to each other like we always do. It was nice to have somebody to talk to with us. I want to go tear up that kitchen, but I know there's no food in there.
Aww.
Which means drink a cup of water and go to sleep.
Yeah, I wish I could like zap you a banana or something. Oh, Jess says that her remorse vibe the goddess tarot.
What about the goddess tarot?
I think she says that that's her remorse vibe. Why do you feel like that's her remorse vibe? I got the deck, and it's my most expensive in the relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Do you think that the relationship will come back around?
Maybe it just doesn't serve you for whatever period you're going through. But it'll let you know when it's time again to use it.
You know, I bought a deck. I think it's actually the same deck that she's talking about. And I mean, I had dreams of me with the deck. I just had to have the deck. And then I got it, and I was like, oh, yay, I got it. And I felt like nothing. And then when I worked with it, I was like, it's really beautiful, but it's just not for me. I don't know why I had to have it. And so I asked my guys, like, why was I so proud to get this deck? Like, why did I have to have it? And they said that I actually had to purchase the deck for my daughter.
Oh,
deck? What?
That deck? That's the one you're talking about?
No, it's another. It's actually the Afro Goddess Tarot, the one that I showed you the other day.
air conditioner. It was hot as hell in here. Like,
You're fine.
I live at the gates of hell. Just like at the portal.
So yeah, the Afro Goddess Tarot, the one that I showed you the other day.
Yeah.
And it was just, it's got a very soft energy, and that's not typically what I go for when I read. I want somebody that's gonna like be like, you know, throw it in my face.
I get that.
And
I think that's why I'm so excited for this next deck. I think that's why you needed the Shadowland one.
Yeah, and probably this one too, with the little creepy demon people.
Yeah, I'm excited for my weird penis and vagina cards that are
Oh my
coming.
God, yes, you're mystical garbage.
It's gonna be so weird, and I'm so ready for it.
Yes, it's gonna be dope to see what you get working with that.
Yeah, I can't wait to do my interview spread with it and figure out what our relationship is, even though I do feel like it's going to be shadow work.
Just what do you need a huge F up in the info?
Oh. Yeah, that would bother me. I don't think I could use it after I found stuff like that. Oatmeal sounds so good. I was thinking about oatmeal earlier. I told you that I was going to have oatmeal and then I never had it.
You did. Yeah, I'm saving that for Sash too. But I'm not gonna give it to her until she's grown. It's like an $80 deck. She has to appreciate that.
Oh yeah. I get that.
But so when you, I get the typos, but when you say the huge F ups in the info, could that possibly be about the artist or the author's take on the cards? Because, you know, each and every one of us and every other person who reads tarot has a different interpretation.
Okay. I just picked up the Rebel deck.
Yeah.
And took it out of its box. I don't know why. I know why now.
Oh man, that is so literal.
Have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. Why no, I have not eaten.
Yeah, you need a fucking taco.
So we're just a bunch of perfectionists. I can appreciate it. I appreciate that. It's hard. The whole perfectionism thing, like that's like your strongest asset and biggest weakness at the same time.
Yes. Yes. That's so true. Well, because the perfection bug will hit you and it stop you in your tracks.
It sure will.
I can't believe we went this long. I didn't think that it would last this long.
I can't either. I didn't think I would be this exhausted though.
You've had a long day.
I don't know if it was. remember my dreams last night.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, if I don't remember my dreams, I didn't get good sleep.
Yeah.
But, oh well. I'm gonna get good sleep tonight.
I know that's right. And tomorrow, eat some tacos.
I almost got tacos today.
I love tacos.
I think I'll make tacos tomorrow.
Ooh, what kind?
Chicken.
Chicken. Yum.
Chicken tacos.
You know, this is gonna sound awful, but I am a sucker for a greasy ass ground beef taco.
See, I hate ground beef. Unless it's in a hamburger. That's
Yeah.
like the only time I eat ground beef. Sometimes meatloaf. But like even my meatballs I make with turkey.
Yeah. And see, I hate turkey. Yeah.
Really?
Turkey
I
has a
can't
smell.
do like that normal ground turkey, like that weird colored, gross looking ground turkey.
Yeah.
But the all white meat turkey breast, ground turkey
Yeah.
breast, that's delicious. So
Where do you even find that? I've never seen the ground turkey breast.
same place. It's usually a couple shelves up,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like chicken.
Mm.
It looks exactly like chicken. It's good stuff. It's more meaty and delicious. But yeah, some chicken tacos or fajitas. That sounds.
Ooh, with guacamole.
Oh yeah. Or I just chop up avocado and throw it on there. I don't even make guac.
That works. All right. I think it's time this witching hour concludes.
Witching
Yes.
3.5 hours.
Yes. Thank you for hanging out with us. You were a trooper. We have some new content coming up next week, and we'll be back for witching hour on Friday. All righty. Good night.